Good morning, Dr. Mario.
Good morning to you.
Thank you for attending our chat session and congratulations on being selected as Eminent Person of our conference.
Thank you so much for choosing me.
Okay. Dr. Mario, please introduce yourself.
So I am Dr. Mario Pacha I lecture I'm a resident senior lecturer within the Department of Languages and Humanities of the Faculty of Education of the University of Malta. I have been in this post for the past 13 years, where I am responsible for the pedagogical formation of future teachers of languages, foreign languages, especially Italian. I am also specialized in assessment of languages, and another area of my specialization is the teaching of languages for specific purposes. I also work in very close collaboration with the Minister for Education in Malta, where I am a consultant on foreign language teaching in compulsory education. And I am proud to say that I have also introduced a new program of foreign languages within all schools in the Maltese Islands. It is called the Subject Proficiency Assessment Program. In 2018, I have been awarded the Cavaliere dell'Ordine della Stella d'Italia award from His Excellency, the President of the Italian Republic, for my contribution in Malta to promote the Italian language and culture. I also work in very close collaboration with various universities across Europe, and I have published a good number, several academic papers both in Europe and the USA and in other places.
Okay, Dr. Mario, we are very glad that a person like you is associated with our association.
Yes, thank you. It's my pleasure.
You're welcome. Dr. Mario, what was your motivation during COVID to carry out your research and participate in the conference?
I think we all agree that the COVID-19 pandemic offered a great challenge to everybody, including researchers and people involved in education like myself. We had a choice practically. We either sit back and wait for the pandemic to pass, or else we had to find alternatives and we had to move on. I decided for the latter. I decided to keep on working and find alternative ways of sharing my research, and even the way I conducted my research had to change. I mean, as we all know, unfortunately with the pandemic, many universities had to shut down, many schools went online, laboratories had to shut down, apart from the fact that in some countries, unfortunately, even funds for research were suppressed. And so the challenge was either sit back and watch what's happening and do nothing, or else find an alternative. I decided to look for an alternative, and thanks to the various platforms, thanks to the various technological tools that we have available, it was possible for me and other researchers to keep on researching, sharing our results, our findings, discussing, and even planning for the future. It is very important that we keep on looking ahead. Otherwise, the pandemic will end up victorious, and we want to be ourselves the ones who win over the pandemic, not the other way around.
Okay, that's nice, Dr. Mario. What was your opinion on attending an online conference rather than physical during the conference?
Yes, the Eurasia conference was one of the various conferences I attended online. In fact, during the past academic year, I attended around 30 of these conferences, most of which I gave keynote speeches, etc. I decided to go on for this conference because it offered me the possibility to share my research.
Yeah.
And in fact, during this conference, I spoke about vocational education and training courses and foreign language teaching and learning, which very often are not seen as going eye to eye. Sometimes people argue that for vocational education and training and foreign language teaching and learning are two parallel sessions or two parallel ways of teaching, but they do not meet. In fact, through my research, I have shown the possibility of combining the two together.
Okay. Okay. So, Dr. Mario, would you suggest or encourage your friends and colleagues to attend a conference online?
Yes, definitely. I mean, online conferences, like many other things, have their advantages and their disadvantages. One of the greatest disadvantages of online conferences is that you cannot connect personally with the participants. So that personal touch is missing. It is difficult to build contacts, to build relationships with other researchers. On the other hand, however, one of the biggest advantages of online conferences is that irrespective of your workload, irrespective of your family commitments, irrespective of your work commitments, it is much easier to participate because you just go to your office, turn on your computer, and there you are in the outside world. So yes, I definitely, at least until the pandemic is over, and hopefully will revert, although I believe that after the end of the pandemic, we will move on towards a hybrid system of conferences where we will have in-person and online going on together. And I'm saying this because I know of people who would have never attended an international conference for various reasons. Maybe their university does not have the necessary funds, or the people themselves cannot afford traveling, etc., or they cannot travel because of health issues. So I really believe that the future of academic conferences is going to be a hybrid system, online and in person together. So those people, researchers, scholars, educationists who would like to go in person can do so, but those who cannot for some reason join in person can join virtually. But definitely, I encourage all researchers, all students, all educationals to participate in international conferences, even if online, because this is a large window of opportunity. I mean, being able to discuss, to share your results, to have new insights from people from all over the world, from the comfort of your study or of your office or of your home, is a great benefit.
Okay. Dr. Mario, I would like to know some positive feedback about our conference.
Okay. What I liked most about the conference is that it was quite a closely knit conference, in the sense that there were not hundreds of participants, and it was therefore very focused. It was a very focused conference where the participants had enough time to share their research with the others, because sometimes in very big conferences, you're allotted 10 to 15 minutes and it's a race against time. Whereas in this conference, the participants had ample time to show their results, show their research, speak about their research, and then there was even enough time to discuss and share even insights, feelings, and what one wanted to discuss with the other participants. So that, I think, is a big plus in this conference, being able to share without any rush your research, your results, and discuss with people who are interested in your subject, because it was a very focused conference, with all those present.
Okay. So Dr. Mario, thank you so much for your positive comments. And thank you for making time for making the chat session happen. I really hope that we meet in our future events as well as conferences.
Thank you so much for inviting me and for giving me this opportunity.
It's our pleasure.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.